human need, and it's missing. Missing! I don't see it on any lists anywhere. I think it gets neglected by most people, but I think without it, we start to die.
She has lost the will to live.
Keep talking. I'm okay. That need is to make an impact on the world around you.
Hello, Ian. I can't believe it. Someone said you was dead.
Is there anyone in our audience tonight who owes their life to Nicholas Winton? If so, could you stand up, please?
It's why kids press all the buttons on an elevator. It's why cats do the thing. It's why it's fun to chase seagulls. And that you have that urge to smush a sandcastle. Why breathing out like a dragon on a cold day is cool. It's all proof, or at least a reminder, that you exist. There's this quote I didn't get by Martin Luther King.
A riot is the language of the unheard.
I didn't get it until I read the story. There was this riot in the 60s.
The 14,000 troops to bring an end to what both Negro and white leaders called insurrection by hoodlums.
And the rioters destroyed their own town.
I threw the firebomb right in the front window,
34 of them got killed. Nothing was achieved, but they were celebrating.
And Martin went up to them and he asked, "Why do you think you've won? What makes you think you've won?" And they said to him,
"We won because we made them pay attention to us."
That's not intelligent behavior.
It's not smart, it's dumb.
But it's a response to a different need. There's a need for justice and a need to cause change. You think they want justice, but if you don't believe you can get justice, you'll settle for making a change, and that's what they achieved.
He says, it is the desperate, suicidal cry of someone who asserts he would rather be dead than ignored. He says it's just like kids. It's just like those kids that get ignored by their parents. So they fuck up and they do dumb shit for attention. Why? That's the only way they can exist to their parents. That's the only way they can be heard. And I think that's the need. More powerful than being alive is we need to change our environment. We need to make a dent in our universe. You die without this. That's why the worst punishment in prison is solitary confinement. They've taken away your ability to change anything. I think you can use this idea to see why some people are fun.
Life is a delicious drink that you have to suck deep.
And some people suck.
I'm saying is, can't there be...
Partly the effect of enforcement to the law is partly because they switched to vaping.
Well, perhaps, I mean...
No, vaping is epidemic now.
Fun people are the ones that let you make an impact on them. They're the ones you can dent. You know that shit from your head has gone into theirs and affected their day.
It made me feel like I was important.
While unlikable people are the ones you can't touch. There's nothing you can do to change them. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson on Joe Rogan. Look at him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of.
But in Harry Potter, the.
I understand.
Okay, so that is how I feel.
Joe is in actual pain because he can't affect Neil. Neil won't let him change what he's going to say. It's like he's stuck behind a glass box just watching, whereas chemistry and fun and life are all about affecting each other. Like, look at this scene from Community.
Yeah, you still owe me for the keg deposit.
Oh, you think I don't know that?
Troy.
There's chemistry here because Britta and Jeff both have an effect on Troy. They matter to each other. Joe doesn't matter to Neil. There's this saying that active people fantasize less. And I think it's true because
when you're not meeting a need, your mind is so desperate that it runs a simulation where you are.
I'm Walter. Mitty.
what happens when you can't make an impact? D&D gets more popular.
I cast rave sickness on the DM.
The DM accepts and barfs monsters out at you. You know what I mean, dude?
Because when people can't make impacts on their world, they migrate to smaller worlds where they can. The outside world has a million rules stopping you from changing anything. So it makes sense that D&D is just...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go build my own theme park.
With dragons and wizards
and hookers.
Same with video games. They're places you can change shit. If you can't change your world, you're a ghost. I guess this is why it makes me so sad. So much of life feels like you can't change anything. You read that
the UN Secretary-General has described a major report on progress towards tackling climate change as a file of shame that represents a litany of broken promises.
Humanity has opened the gates of hell.
it makes you feel that all this noise... What do we change? Nothing. It's just a feeling, it's not true. Solar panels cost 6% of what they used to. They power 14% of the Earth now. 14% of the Earth's power. We're on track for 2030 for our emissions to be 20% less, 20% lower than they were going to be if we did nothing. That's pressure, that's us, that's change. If you want these feelings of despair, you have to ignore that. You have to ignore those facts if you want to feel you can't make a difference.
We fucked it up!
Here I am with 668 other children that represent the lives that he had saved.